People of Florida, have I told you I love you? Well, a Florida man is facing 30 years behind bars in federal prison after posing as a flight attendant to book over 120 free flights. I'm going to make a controversial statement here until I read a little bit more into this. But you know what? Mercy. The Mad King calls mercy. If he kisses my ring, he gets forgiveness. There you go. Mercy. Mercy on this man. Mercy upon this man. Okay? I call for mercy. Let's check this out a little bit more. Mercy. Mercy. Where are the gators at? Come on, people. Solidarity. So, traveling by plane can be extremely expensive. Oh, you don't say. So, a Florida man decided to take things into his own hands by posing as a flight attendant to get on board without paying a dime. The problem? His actions were highly illegal. Oh, from 2018 to 2024, 35-year-old Tyron Alexander booked free flights available to pilots and flight attendants using a carrier's website. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, Alexander flew on 34 flights by posing as an attendant who worked for other airlines and had many more flights booked before being caught. Oh, you got greedy, buddy. You got greedy, homie. Florida man facing up to 30 years in jail for impersonating flight attendants. So evidence presented in court revealed that Alexander had been exploiting a program specifically for airline staff. So can you imagine if he goes to jail? Hey, why are you in prison, boy? Well, from 2018 to 2024, I was booking free flights so I could travel around the country. CO, let me out. This man's a monster. This man's a monster. Anyways. No. Again, I hope he was behaving himself wherever he was going. So let's go ahead and find out a little bit more about this guy. While booking through carriers, the process required Alexander to select whether he was a pilot or flight attendant to provide his employer a date of hire and badge number information. Alexander claimed that he had over 30 different badge numbers and that he worked for several airlines. He was able to successfully pose as a flight attendant on 4 different airlines and had over 120 flights booked. Oh, no. Okay, what did he do? So on June 5th, a federal jury convicted him of wire fraud and entering into a secure area of an airport by false pretenses. Okay, I could see. All right, because of 9/11 and everything else. Yeah, okay. U.S. District Judge Jacqueline Becerra is scheduled to sentence the South Florida native on August 25th, 2025. CBS report that Alexander will face up to 30 years in federal prison for his crimes. Oh. Okay, well, wait a minute. Okay, so despite being a fake flight attendant, the real ones can cause some serious issues too. In June, a British Airways flight steward was found naked and dancing in the bathroom toilet mid-flight after he went missing during the trip from San Francisco to London. Well, hold on here. Wait a minute. Hold on. You gotta. Okay, yes, the guy did commit a crime. Maybe give him community service. All right. Maybe help him do airline tours at like an airport or something. You know, he doesn't need to serve 30 years. Again, if he was doing other horrible things, fine. You know, then put him away. But you got an actual stewardess being found naked and dancing in the bathroom toilet, which, by the way, is not hygienic. Okay, I don't know, audience. Hey, listen. We're gonna have democracy in the chat. All right, I want everyone to talk about this. All right, we're gonna talk about this. Okay, we're gonna talk about this. All right, real quick here, audience. We're gonna have a serious conversation. Guilty or not guilty? Type 1 for Kit. That Florida man is guilty, and you need to shut up. Type 2. Mercy, Mad King. Show the nobility of who you are. Mercy. Type 2 for mercy. I'll let you decide. All right, there you go. That's what I'm saying. And what else we got here? So I can buy a plane ticket and get refused a flight because they overbooked, but someone steals a flight and they get life in prison. I know. And hold on. Okay, now the other person, not the Florida man getting arrested, but the actual stewardess. At least he was dancing in the potty and not taking a massive protein powder induced dump in the sinks up the whole cabin. Yeah, there you go. Ugh. Ugh. There you go. There you go. Hold on. What else we got here? What else we got here? Hold on. Dance up, dance off, pants off. Joey Sanchez says 30 years is insane. Absolutely. Not going to argue or debate with you on that one. 30 years is freaking insane. What else we got here? This guy, the Florida man, should get free flights for life. 30 years is usually reserved for aggravated murder conviction. Again, if he did other things, other illegal things, if he was just flying around, going to different parts of the country, fine. Yes, did he commit a crime? Yes. I mean, if it's just that, but 30 years, Jesus. All right. 30 years, I don't know. And Dr. Nick, oof, wire fraud. These are all federal charges. Absolutely. Scroogle says, free this guy. Free him. Free him. Free him. And P Stuff says, wasn't that a movie with Leonardo? Yeah, it was. Catch Me If You Can. Catch me in you can. And Marco Rodriguez says 30 years for a little fun. Yes. Yes, it is. It is. It is. And Bill Bobby, I'm going to tell you what his crime is. He was, again, posing as a flight attendant and also doing wire fraud. And so that's why he's going 30 years. 30 years behind bars. Well, Florida man. Good luck to you, man. And Florida woman, you're on your own. Excuse me. Hold on. Florida woman, you're on your own.